always ran hot, you feel me? He was the type of dude who never really blended in, even when he tried. There was this energy about him, like he was always on the edge of something, ready to jump, ready to run, ready to fight. You could see it in the way he moved, the way he talked, even the way he laughed. It was like he was carrying a storm inside, and sometimes you'd catch a flash of lightning in his eyes. But that night, something was off. I remember standing in that alley, watching him lean against the wall, all jittery. Shadows from the streetlight kept flickering across his face, making it even harder to read him. The city was quieter than usual, like it was holding its breath, and Tay was right there in the middle of it, looking like he was about to explode or disappear. I'd seen him nervous before, but this was different. This was fear mixed with something else, maybe regret, maybe hope, maybe both. Usually I could tell what was on his mind, but that night, nah, he was moving different. His whole vibe was off, like he was trying to hide from himself as much as from anybody else. His eyes kept darting around, never settling, and his hands wouldn't stay still. It was like he was waiting for something to happen, or maybe trying to decide if he should make it happen himself. He kept checking his phone like somebody owed him fear. Every buzz, every light up, he'd snatch it up like it was a lifeline and a threat at the same time. I could see his thumb shaking, scrolling through messages, deleting some before I could even catch a glimpse. It was like he was waiting for a call that would change everything or maybe end everything. Every few seconds, screen lights up, eyes dart left and right. He was jumpy, like he expected someone to come out the shadows any minute. The street was empty, but Tay acted like it was packed with ghosts. I tried to ask him what was up, but he just shook his head, lips pressed tight, like he was holding back words that could burn the world down. He said he had one last visit to make, but wouldn't say where. The way he said it, though, made it sound like a goodbye. Like he was about to step into something he couldn't come back from. I wanted to press him, to make him tell me what was going on. But the look in his eyes stopped me cold. It was like he was already halfway gone. I peeped the message that popped up. Unknown. You sure it's safe? That was all it said. But the way Tay's face changed when he read it told me everything I needed to know. He wasn't sure about anything. Not the plan, not the people, not even himself. That message was a warning, and he knew it. Whatever was going down, he wasn't sure about anything. Not that night. He looked like a man standing on the edge of a cliff, trying to decide if he should jump or turn back. But Tay never turned back. That just wasn't in him. He was stubborn like that, always pushing forward, even when the ground was crumbling under his feet. Ain't no coincidence he walked straight into the burbs like he belonged there. He moved with purpose, like he had a right to be anywhere he wanted, even if the world said otherwise. The houses were all dark, curtains drawn, but Tay walked like he was on a mission, like he was chasing something only he could see. I watched him cross over that fence. The light went from gritty yellow to this cold, almost blue-white glow. It was like he was stepping out of one world and into another, leaving behind everything that made sense. The air felt different on the other side, heavier, quieter. I wanted to call out to him, to tell him to wait, but the words stuck in my throat. He kept his head up, but his shoulders were tight. Every step looked like it cost him something. He didn't look back. Not once. It was like he was afraid that if he did, he'd lose his nerve. Or maybe he just didn't want me to see the fear in his eyes. Either way, he walked into that darkness alone, and I let him. He told me not to come with him. Said he had a girl to protect. The way he said it, you could tell it wasn't just about her. It was about keeping me out of whatever mess he was about to step into. He was always like that, taking the weight for everybody else, even when it broke him. Never told me who though, never gave me a name, a face, nothing. Just this shadow of a person he cared about enough to risk everything. I wondered if she even knew what he was doing for her, or if she was just another ghost in his story. Now I sit on this porch, same spot every night, thinking about what he was carrying, what he was running from, or maybe who he was running toward. The questions keep me up, long after the city goes quiet. I replay that night over and over looking for something I missed, a sign, a clue, anything that could tell me why he did what he did. All I got are questions. Ain't no answers out here, just empty streets and memories that won't let me sleep. Sometimes I think I see him, just out of the corner of my eye, slipping through the shadows, but it's never him. It's just the past, haunting me. Oakridge ain't the hood. It's gated, clean, quiet. The kind of place where nothing bad is supposed to happen, but that's just a story people tell themselves to feel safe. The truth is, trouble finds its way in no matter how high the fences are. But somebody let him in, and they never let him out. That's the part that keeps me up at night. Somebody on the inside opened the door, and whatever happened after, Tay never made it back. The gates closed behind him and that was it. Headlines lit up the next morning. Names, rumors, that same address in bold print. Everybody had a theory, but nobody had the truth. The story changed with every telling, but Tay's name was always in the middle of it, like a stain nobody could wash out. I still see the crime scene in my head, still hear the fire crackle, the smell of smoke, the flashing lights, the way the neighbors stood outside whispering behind their hands. It was like the whole block was holding its breath, waiting for someone to say what really happened. The paper said arson. I call it erasing a memory. Somebody wanted to wipe the slate clean, to burn away the evidence, the pain, the truth. But fire don't erase everything. Some things stick with you no matter how hot the flames get. Because out here you move differently, or you don't move at all. That's the lesson Tay left behind. In a world that pretends to be safe, sometimes the only way to survive is to keep moving, even when you're scared, especially when you're scared. And if you stop, even for a second, the past catches up. Out here, you gotta keep your head up, your eyes open, and your secrets closed. That's the only way to make it out.